I'm going to tell you everything you need to know before buying the Anvil Pisces, and we're starting right now.
Anvil Aerospace, all systems online.
Welcome to a Star Citizen Ship Buyer's Guide. What's up, citizens? This is SubliminaL here, and today we'll be discussing the features, functions, and benefits of the Anvil Pisces, and we'll compare those features amongst competing ships so you can make an informed buying decision. In this review, I'll cover a brief overview, take a short tour, compare stats, go over its default weapons and components, as well as my recommendations, review pros and cons, and finish up with my thoughts on the Anvil Pisces. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is SubliminaL and my passions are Star Citizen and content creation. Be sure to check out some of my other reviews in this series and consider subscribing. New players, be sure to use my affiliate link in the description and on screen to get 5,000 Alpha UEC in the persistent universe. Alright, let's get to it. The C8X Pisces is a standalone stub scout that is meant to be used with the Anvil Carrack. It can be stored inside the Carrack and can be launched from the Carrack's hangar. The Pisces is meant for scouting, reconnaissance, and exploring environments inaccessible to the Carrack. Apart from the pilot seat, it also features 2 additional jump seats for extra passengers. Anvil Aerospace is a Terra-based human spacecraft manufacturing corporation founded in 2772 that produces both military and civilian crafts. Providing ships for the military and regular citizens, Anvil Aerospace has made some of the best dogfighting ships in the Star Citizen universe. The Anvil C8X Pisces Expedition is a special variant of the C8 Pisces. The only difference between the two is the exterior appearance, and the Expedition comes with all 4 hardpoints filled. For this reason, consider this to be a review of both of these ships. Also, the footage from here on out will be that of the CX-8 Expedition variant. Both the C8 and the C8X are flight ready, however the base CX is only available with the Anvil Carrack. As of today, it is for sale and upgrade on the pledge store for $45 and is also available in the Anvil C8X Pisces Expedition Starter Pack game package for $60. It also comes in the UEE Exploration 2950 Carrack Pack for $1,100. It is not available for purchase or rent with in-game credits. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the Anvil Pisces. Let's take a tour. On the nose, you'll notice the 2 size 1 gimbaled laser repeaters. Under the wings, we have an infrared missile and a size 1 Omnisky. Also, the wings fold up to ensure that it will fit comfortably in the Carrack. I personally enjoy the retro thruster design that we see here. The starboard side is identical to the port side. And from this angle, we can really see that this truly looks like a tiny Valkyrie. Now let's climb inside. At the beginning of this egress point, on each side we have some component housings. Further inside, we have 2 SCU of cargo on each side. Even further in, we have 2 drop seats. Closer towards the flight deck, on the port side, we have access points for the scanner and shield generator. On the starboard side, we have access points for radar, computer, and battery. Let me know in the comments what a battery is for. I'm not sure I've ever seen this before. Let's check out the flight deck. You'll notice the Pisces does have the new building blocks UI design that's found in the most recently released ships. The left side has 3 MFDs, the middle has a 3D holo radar and the annunciator panels, and the right side has another 3 MFDs. I really like the wraparound feeling of this flight deck. The Pisces does not have an ejection feature. For comparison, I have selected 10 ships that are competitors or variants of the Pisces. The Google Sheet document with the data is linked in the description. The Pisces weighs in at almost 42,000 kilograms and takes 8th place. It fits in at just 12 meters in length and ties in 1st place. It totes 4 SCU and comes in second place. It has a max crew size of 1 along with most of the ships on this list. It carries 786 quantum fuel units and comes in first place. Now here's where things start to fall apart. It cruises by very slowly with an SCM speed of 142 meters per second and comes in dead last. It strolls by gingerly with a max speed of 1150 and comes in dead last again. It steers in with a maximum yaw pitch rate of 44 degrees per second and comes in 8th place. It boasts a total HP of 3250 and ties in 6th place with the P-72. It shoots Ps with a default pilot DPS of 692 and takes 6th place. FYI, the base C8 comes in last because of the 2 empty hardpoints. No ships on this list have turrets, and its combined missile payload of over 5,000 gets the 4th spot. Now let's talk about its firepower. The Anvil Pisces has 2 size 1 gimbaled hardpoints on the nose and 2 size 1 hardpoints on the wings. The nose has a pair of gimbaled size 1 CF117 Bulldog laser repeaters, and the wings has a pair of non-gimbaled OmniSky laser autocannons. I personally prefer using ballistic weapons, so I recommend replacing all of these weapons with gimbaled size 1 Yellow Jacket GT210s. One Yellow Jacket is size 1, does 16 damage, times 800 RPM for a total of 213 DPS and a 1700 meter range. With ballistics, ammo should be taken into account. It has 7,200 rounds that would deplete in 540 seconds of continuous fire. For missiles, the C8X comes with 2 MSD 111 missile racks with 1 marksman ones each. My recommendation for the missiles is to use the cross-section type. This would be the size 1 Spark ones. As of the time of this recording, size 1 gimbals cannot be bought at any store in the verse. They will have to be removed from a ship like the RSI Aurora or any other ship that comes equipped with them by default. However, the soon to be released 3.9 patch will make them available at certain locations. So let's talk about the standard components and my recommendations. The standard power plant on the Anvil Pisces is the size 1 grade 3 Regulus. I recommend using the power plant with the best power generation. For the Pisces, this would be the Breton, with over 4600 max power generation per second and a 21-second power uptime. As you can see, it more than doubles the power generation. However, the caveat to this would be the long power uptime that would leave you vulnerable to EMPs, but this is a risk I'm willing to take. An honorable mention would be the JS300. It still has pretty good power generation, but at a significant lower power uptime. For coolers, it comes with 2 size 1 grade 3 bracer coolers. My recommendation for the coolers is to use a split combination, the cooler with the fastest cooling rate and the cooler with the shortest power uptime. This would be the Zero Rush and Ultra Flow, bringing the total cooling rate to 678,000 and the power uptime to 3 seconds, taking the advantages of both. For shields, it has a size 1 grade 3 shimmer shield generator. Now the Pisces only has 1 shield generator, so the decision is that much more important. So I recommend the FR66. With over 6,000 capacity that regenerates 306 HP per second. This is more than 2.5 times more HP as well as half the time for it to recover after being downed. And last but not least, the QT drive it comes with is the size 1 grade 3 Expedition Quantum Drive with 149 megameter per second quantum speed, a 5-second spool up, and a 12-second cool down time. And to be honest, this is pretty decent. It is capable of making the trip from Port Al-Azhar to Microtech without stopping to refuel. There are better QT drives like the Voyage that I typically recommend, however, it will only shave off 7 seconds from that trip, so it isn't really worth it. If you don't have the 133,000 Alpha UEC to spend on all this at once, I would buy them in the following order. The DPS calculator over at Urkel.Games was exceptionally important in my recommendations for this review. After you watch the rest of this review, check out the link in the description. It will take you to this unique loadout that we have just discussed. Here you will find the prices and locations on where to find these items in the verse. I would say its pros are it has some cargo capacity, most ships don't. It has a pretty large quantum fuel capacity for such a small ship. It has space to hold passengers and mission boxes, and because people will haunt me in the comments if I don't mention it, it fits in the damn Carrack. Its cons are, well, literally everything else. Its DPS, HP, it's slow in literally every way imaginable, only has one shield generator, and if you're considering buying this as your starter ship, there's no place for you to sleep. Alright, so Subliminal, what are your thoughts? Well, I think the Pisces is a ship that will serve its purpose very well later in the game's development. I'm assuming this because the purpose of this is to extend the reach of the Carrack to places that the Carrack cannot or will not go. So I would assume its scanning capabilities would be amongst the best in its class. But today it's just terrible. I'm not going to bother reviewing the stats and the cons again as you've already just seen them. But the only reason to own this ship is if you own a Carrack. Even then, there are better fighters like the Buccaneer that will fit. I would keep it for the future. As a Carrack owner, you probably have a pretty decent fleet anyway. But if you are considering purchasing this as a standalone or even worse, a starter ship, consider this a warning. Don't do it. Get the Aurora or the Titan. If you've already purchased it, no problem. You can upgrade to the Avenger Titan from this for just $5. Those are my thoughts. Let me hear yours down in the comments. New citizens, please remember to use the referral code on screen and in the description. It helps out the channel and gets you an extra 5,000 Alpha UEC in the verse. If you've enjoyed this review, check out my other content. If you'd like, there are other ways to support the channel. Number 1, you can smash that like button. Number 2, you can share this content with someone who may enjoy it. Number 3, you can check out my locations of Stanton collection over at Displate. Number 4, you can subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking the circle here. You can become a channel member by clicking the join button below. And number 6, if you're feeling generous, consider becoming a patron. Some pledge perks can be seen here. If not, your viewership is greatly appreciated. Until next time, citizens, I'll see you in the verse.